Relax into yourself, into your chair, into your centralized world. Feel its rigidity against your back. Hover above your eyeline. Look down at your body. Zoom out. Observe your surroundings. Are you excited by the world? The moment you inhabit? Observe yourself. Do you feel free? Worker bee, happy in the hive, listening to ideas, trying to thrive. In the knowledge economy, in whose patriarchal shadow we play in the cold like good little minnows. In the institutions that we're bound to and serve, are we fair? Are we open? Do we have stuff to learn? What is our record of fairness and parity? Where are we stuck? What's the colour of our hegemony? Do we like the taste of what we've baked into our culture? The stories that we tell, truths and observations, are the stories of few, the ones invited. The science of men who conveniently overlook the bodies of women who have to put up with funding and money being siphoned withdrawn to the causes of men, their bodies at the fore. The knowledge economy, so much for objectivity. The knowledge we grow, fertilised by governments, owners, companies, shareholders, heavy profits, set it up with mercurial might, a system that stole, in the dead of the night, our intellectual labour, commodified and gifted, which is sold and is owned by those centralised grifters and closed behind a wall by their appointed gatekeepers, determined to keep the work from creator. The future is coming. Maybe you heard of digital landscapes, digital verbs. One man's imaginings that one day came true. Science fiction. The future's not new. Utopia's broken, dystopia's here. The metaverse beckons, grab a digital beer. To 21st century colonisation, not land grab, but brand grab. Semiotic appropriation. The rhizome is growing. No reason or rhyme. It duplicates, recreates sign after sign. They're telling us listen, to engage and observe the stories around us, the way we converse. Universities aren't separate, they're not over there. They're connected by tendrils to the verse you hold dear. The digital lands we'll inhabit so soon, contested, imagined, not proven, still new. Mirror consciousness, reflect values and mood, sustain intellectually, enrich like good food. What do we stand for? Educated educators. University, poised, not ready for what lies ahead. A digital entity, ready for the education verse, set to build a future we're proud of, not one off the shelf sold by centralised actors. Can be my verse, be your verse, just don't say the metaverse. Education verse, function, communication, dialogue, open to all. Open the metaverse built by us all. Must be active participants in our digital futures. But what of the centralised, hegemonic norm? What of the future if it won't change its form? As lands emerge, glistening, shiny and new, digital landscapes to invite and entice you. As decentralised communities contract and connect and the world cooperates, we need to ask, what next? Do we build in our bubble? A centralised headquarter, a digital land, lambs to the slaughter? Or do we imagine as decentralised pilgrims a different narrative, a story beginning, where the digital lands can be rich, can be moving, can be open, interoperable, a utopia to be proven? Round the corner, hidden from sight and vision, is a knowledge that's shared, a knowledge that's given in ways that whisper, shudder, ask to be heard, ideas that question and challenge. From pockets eons away, from voices rejecting axes, they've been spinning for time. The knowledge economy draws a new line. Away from the north, neoliberal woes, looks to corners unknown where stories are woven. Knowledge travels on the breeze, from the global south to mouth, to mouth, to mouth. Our knowledge is passed in the most vital way to the students who turn up to our classes each day. Screw the formal and the centralised, screw the knowledge economy. Let's celebrate the personal, the human, a cultural society. Our stories are told through the classes we teach, but what if those classes extend beyond reach? If our classroom was open, inviting, an invitation to be forked, to be mimicked, a catalyst for creation. If round the world people like you and like me, employed by the centralised knowledge economy, said, I choose something different. I choose collaboration. I choose sharing and dialogue and open communication. What could education be if we flew out the hive and if we shared knowledge as a mechanism to survive? Classes borrowed, lessons shared, we could be valued, cited, invited to take part in conversations about science, in conversations about art, could hold tokens representing value accrued by participation in knowledge acquisition. Our students would learn from the network effect, curated education, openness, respect. Breathe. Deep breath. Feel your feet against the floor. Be present in the room. Feel light. Imagine the possibilities if we just let go and said, okay, let's try being open.